once I'm done with the figure 8 braid. But what we're doing is we're going to make sure the hair is brushed all the way back, nice and smooth, no kinks, no tangles. And we're going to take a section of the hair right at the top. We're going to separate it in two. Now I'm going to put my middle finger right in between where I separated, and I'm going to keep my fingers close to her scalp so that I can maintain control. I'm going to take another section, about 1 inch in density or in width, and I'm going to use this as my traveling piece. This piece will go under the right, over the left, and then I'll continue to create the shape with that pattern. So here we go. Under the right, over the left, and my fingers are going to be right here ready to capture some more hair to blend with our traveling piece. Okay, so we went under the right, over the left, picked up hair, blended it with our traveling piece. So we're going under the left, over the right, pick up hair for our traveling piece, under the right, over the left, picking up hair with the traveling piece, under the left, under the left, over the right, pick up some hair for our traveling piece, under the right, over the left, pick up the hair with our traveling piece, under the left, over the right, picking up hair with our traveling piece, under the right, over the left, pick up hair for our traveling piece, under the left, over the right, pick up hair for our traveling piece, under the right, over our left, pick up hair with our traveling piece, under our left, over the right, I'm going to pick up hair for my traveling piece, under my right, over my left, pick up hair for my traveling piece, under my left, over my right, Now the hair can get a bit tangled. It is very important that you maintain control of this braid and try to smooth it as you go. The key is to keep your hands close to the scalp to maintain the shape and control. So here we are under the right, over the left, gonna pick up hair for our traveling piece. Under my left, over my right, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my right, over my left, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my left, over my right, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my right, over my left, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my left, over my right, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my right, over my left, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my left, over my right, picking up hair for my traveling piece. Under my right, over my left, picking up hair from my traveling piece. And as we get to the nape, we'll continue to braid the hair, but we won't really have to worry about picking up any hair to blend because we'll be out of hair to blend. But here we are, we've picked up just about the last bit of the hair to blend with our traveling piece. So we're under the left, over the right, picking up the last bit of hair on this side. Once again, we're under the right, over the left, and this is the absolute last piece to pick up. So now we're just gonna continue to braid throughout the hair. Over the left, under the left, over the right, under the right, over the left, under the left, over the right, under the left, under the right, over the left, under the left, over the right, over the left, over the left, over the right, and we're going to continue all the way to the end. Now, I just want to leave a little bit of detail, so I'm not going to go all the way to the end. Just a little bit of a detail at the end. So, what I'm going to do is leave that out. And I'm just going to wrap it around just a single piece so that we lock in our braid. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to take and smooth it just a bit because I want it to look nice and neat. That's our figure 8 braid. Now, like I mentioned before, I sectioned off her hair and I already prepped this side with the rick rack. I'm going to do this side and I'm going to show you how. So what I did is that I simply took a hairpin, a large hairpin, I widened it, and then I wrapped it around the hair, and then I sealed it with my Confidant flat iron. And that's how I was able to create this pattern here. So we're going to start on this side. So I'm going to take a section, making sure that it's nice and smooth, no kinks, no tangles. All right, and I'm going to start off. I'm going to separate the pin or spread it out just a bit. I'm going to take her hair and hook it on, and I'm using my thumb for control. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to maybe bring it out 3 to 4 inches because her hair is pretty long and pretty dense, and I don't want to run out of room. So you want to keep that in mind too. So I'm going to use my thumb for control, and I'm going to use my right hand, because I'm right-handed, to wrap the hair around the pin. And I'm going to create an H shape. So as I go around, I'm just pressing the hair down. Creating an H shape, pressing the hair down as I go. I want to make sure the hair is nice and smooth because I want that texture that we're going to create to be consistent throughout the hair. All the way around, still creating that H shape. Using my thumb to push the hair down so that I create room to make sure that every piece of the hair is wrapped around the pin. I'm creating an H shape. Okay, all the way to the end. And it's okay if you leave just a few strands out. I'm going to start from the end and work my way up to the top because I want to seal that hair and make sure it doesn't unravel. So again, using my Amika Confidant flat iron, I'm going to seal starting at the end of the pin where the hair ends, and then just seal that hair. This is going to lock in the pattern.